Hey, how you doing? It's Jimmy the Greek, and tonight we're back on the ice with a 10-game slate. But before we get into it, let me tell you about yesterday, because yesterday was a good day. We went 5-1, 5 wins, 1 loss. That's how you bounce back. Seattle plus 1.5 was the lock. New Jersey won in overtime 3-2, but we had the plus 1.5, so we cashed. That's why you take the puck line, folks. You don't need your team to win. You need M to stay close. Seattle stayed close. Buffalo money line, the Sabres destroyed Philadelphia 5-2. Rasmus Dahlin scored twice on the power play. That's a dominant win against a tired Flyers team. Easy money. Buffalo Philly over 6. The total was 7. We needed 6.5. We got 7. Cash it. Vegas plus 1.5 against LA. Mark Stone scores in overtime. Vegas wins 3-2. We're covered either way because we had the plus 1.5. That's smart betting. And Ottawa plus 1.5 against the Rangers. I called that one a lean because Ottawa was on a back-to-back. You know what Ottawa did? They walked into Madison Square Garden and put up 8 goals, 8-4. Brady Tkachuk scored his 200th career goal. They chased Jonathan Quick from the net. The Rangers are in free fall. I should have made that one a stronger play. The only loss, Vegas, LA over 5.5. The total was 5. Overtime game, defensive battle. We came up half a goal short. It happens. Up 5-1 after going 3-4 on NBA the day before. We needed that. Now let's keep the momentum going. Tonight we got 10 games, and the theme is the same as yesterday. Fatigue, back-to-backs, cross-country travel, teams playing on 0 days rest. The machine, the Vogan 7 neural network, is calibrated specifically for these situations. When teams are tired, they make mistakes, and mistakes mean money. Let me give you my lock of the night. Edmonton Oilers minus 1.5 against the New York Islanders, plus 140 odds. This is a 94% confidence play. Now listen to me carefully. The Islanders played at home in New York last night against Winnipeg. After that game, they had to fly cross-country to Edmonton. That's a 5 to 6 hour flight crossing 2 time zones. They're landing in Alberta, exhausted. Their body clocks are all messed up, and they got to play a 9 p.m. Eastern start that feels like midnight to their bodies. And who are they playing? Connor McDavid, the fastest player in hockey. He clocked 24.61 miles per hour this season. The Islanders are built on structure, on slowing the game down. But structure requires legs and mental sharpness, 2 things they ain't going to have tonight. Edmonton is coming off an overtime loss to Nashville. Elite teams bounce back at home after losses like that. McDavid and Draisaitl are going to be hunting. The Oilers rank 2nd in goals per game at 3.39. The Islanders rank 21st. And this game is going to be 5-2, maybe 6-2 Edmonton. The puck line at plus 140 is gift. Take Edmonton minus 1.5. My second play is Pittsburgh money line against Philadelphia, minus 152. This is 88% confidence. Remember what I just told you about Philly getting destroyed by Buffalo last night? Now they got to travel to Pittsburgh for the Battle of Pennsylvania. They're on 0 days rest. Their legs are going to be dead by the second period. Pittsburgh played Tuesday, so they've had a full day off. Their power play is clicking at 28.7%. That's 2nd in the league. Philadelphia's penalty kill drops significantly when they're tired. They're going to take penalties because they can't keep up. And when they take penalties, Sidney Crosby and Erik Karlsson are going to feast. The Penguins at home rested against a Philly team that's been beaten up 2 nights in a row. This is a multi-goal win for Pittsburgh. Take the money line at minus 152. My third play is Columbus money line against Vancouver, minus 170, 85% confidence. Vancouver is in free fall. They've lost 7 straight, going 0-5-2. They scored 1 goal against Ottawa in their last game. Their shooting percentage has cratered. Their expected goals generation has collapsed. This team is broken. Columbus just hired Rick Bowness. You know what that means, the new coach bump? It's a real phenomenon backed by decades of NHL data. New coaches get immediate improvement in defensive commitment and energy. Columbus just beat Calgary 5-3, playing with that renewed intensity. The Canucks' confidence is shattered. Columbus is playing at home with a motivated crowd. Vancouver's goalies have been posting sub-900 save percentages. This is a classic fade situation. Take Columbus. My fourth play is Montreal money line against Buffalo, minus 115. 82% confidence. Now, wait a minute. Didn't I just tell you Buffalo crushed Philly last night? Yeah, they did. But that's exactly the problem. Buffalo expended a ton of energy. Rasmus Dahlin played heavy minutes, and now they got to turn around and play again tonight with less than 22 hours of recovery. Montreal is rested. They last played January 13th, a 6-3 win over Vancouver. Their offense is rolling, ranking 5th in goals per game at 3.34. Lane Hudson is about to notch his 100th career assist. They're fast, and they're going to attack Buffalo's tired legs in transition. And here's the kicker. Buffalo is probably going to start a backup goalie. Luukkonen played last night and won. Teams don't run their starter on back-to-back, so you're looking at Devin Levi or Colton Ellis against a Montreal team that's won 5 straight against Buffalo. The market has this as a coin flip because of Buffalo's hot streak, but the situational factors scream Montreal. Take the Canadiens at minus 115. My fifth play is Boston in regulation against Seattle, minus 110. 79% confidence. Seattle played an overtime game in New Jersey last night. They lost 3-2. Now they got to fly to Boston to face one of the best home teams in hockey. The Bruins are 16-8-1 at TD Garden. They've won 4 straight. Jeremy Swayman has allowed 2 or fewer goals in 4 of his last 5 starts. Seattle's going to be a step slow all night. Boston's going to roll 4 lines and wear them down. By the third period, the Kraken are going to be running on fumes. Take Boston to win in regulation. My sixth play is Minnesota money line against Winnipeg, minus 159, 77% confidence. Winnipeg is missing Neil Pionk. That's their top pairing defenseman, 23 minutes a night. Crucial for their transition play and power play. Without him, the Jets struggled to exit their own zone cleanly. Minnesota is a defensive fortress at home. They allow only 2.70 goals per game at XL Energy Center. Kirill Kaprizov is playing at an MVP level. The Wild have won 3 straight at home. Winnipeg's going to spend the whole game chasing. Minnesota's structure is going to suffocate them. Take the Wild. And my value play of the night is Toronto money line against Vegas, plus 115, 68% confidence. Vegas is on a 5-game winning streak, but they played last night in LA and won in overtime. That's emotional and physical energy spent. They're flying home, but they're tired. Toronto is rested. Joseph Woll has stopped 91 of his last 95 shots. Austin Matthews and William Nylander generate high-danger chances at an elite rate. The books have Vegas as favorites because of their winning streak, but the streak has been built on late-game heroics and unsustainable shooting percentages. This is positive expected value on Toronto at plus 115. It's not a lock, but the price is too good to pass up. Let me also give you a few more plays. Washington 3-way money line, meaning they win in regulation at minus 120 against San Jose. The Sharks are one of the worst defensive teams in hockey, allowing 3.58 goals per game. Washington's offense is clicking, and they're at home. At Chicago money line against Calgary at minus 115. Connor Bedard is back from illness. When your superstar returns, the whole team plays with higher intensity. Calgary has been mediocre, and their goaltending is inconsistent. And Dallas money line against Utah at minus 110. Utah is on a hot streak, but their underlying numbers suggest it's unsustainable. Dallas is the better team in every metric. This is a buy low, sell high opportunity. All right, let me give you the recap. Edmonton minus 1.5 at plus 140. That's the lock. Islanders are flying cross country into a buzzsaw. Pittsburgh money line minus 152. Phillies on a back-to-back and getting pummeled. Columbus money line minus 170. Vancouver's in free fall. Columbus has the new coach energy. Montreal money line minus 115. Buffalo's tired. Montreal's rested and fast. Boston regulation win minus 110. Seattle's exhausted from last night's OT game. Minnesota money line minus 159. Winnipeg's missing Pionk. Wild are a fortress at home. Toronto money line plus 115, value play against the tired Vegas team. Washington three-way minus 120. San Jose's defense is a sieve. Chicago money line minus 115. Bedard's back and Calgary's mediocre. Dallas money line minus 110. Utah's hot streak is fool's gold. Tonight is about schedule. 4 road teams on 0 days rest. The machine loves fading tired teams and backing rested home favorites. That's where the edge is. We went 5-1 yesterday. Let's keep it rolling. Remember what I always tell you, you don't win by picking winners. You win by getting the best number in the best situations. Tonight, the situations are crystal clear. Tired teams lose, rested teams win. Bet smart, bet with an edge, and never, ever bet more than you can afford to lose. This is Jimmy the Greek. Let's cash some tickets.